Hello everyone. Mathematics can be really interesting if you learn the concept and also understand how to apply it in real life situations. Every topic in mathematics has some interesting real life applications that you must try to figure out whenever you're learning a new concept. In this video, we are going to be seeing some real life applications of HCF and LCM. We are going to be dealing with a few examples as the images are shown here. We'll go through one by one. The first example is here. Let's see what it says. You own a small restaurant. You want to introduce a new starter in your restaurant which needs same number of buns and cheese slices. Buns are sold in packs of 6 and cheese slices are sold in packs of 8. What is the minimum number of packets of buns and cheese slices you have to buy so that you get the same number of buns and cheese slices? Wow, the whole context looks so yummy. You are owner of a restaurant and you wish to serve your customers a new starter for which you need some buns and cheese slices. You also know that buns are sold in packs of 6 and cheese slices sold in packs of 8. You need the same number of buns and cheese slices, but you also need the minimum number of packets. You want to buy the minimum number of packets of buns and cheese slices. You don't want anything to be left over. You don't want anything extra to be left over. You don't want to end up with having more buns without cheese slices. You don't want to end up having more cheese slices with no buns. So you want them to use it the same number of buns and cheese slices and finish it off. So what would you do? How would you tackle this situation? How can mathematics help you solve this kind of a problem? Think about it and try to solve it in your notebook and find, let's move on only after you've solved the problem. So here's the solution given. So the solution is to find the LCM of 6 and 8. Why do we need to find the LCM of 6 and 8? Because you're buying packets of 6 and packets of 8. So you'll be, from each pack you're going to get a multiple of 6, and for each pack of cheese slice you buy, you're going to get a multiple of 8. So this is how it goes. So you find the LCM of 6 and 8, and the LCM happens to be 24. So what are the minimum? Have you answered the question with the LCM? So the question is not answered if you just find the LCM. Please make sure that you answer the question completely. So here the question asked is, what is the minimum number of packets of buns and cheese slices you have to buy? So the LCM is 24, which means that you would buy 24 buns and 24 cheese slices. But how many packets would that make? That would make 24 divided by 6, because there are 6 in each pack of bun. So 24 divided by 6. So 4 packs of buns, and you will buy 8 packs of cheese slices. So not 8 packs, you will buy 3 packs of cheese slices. So you'll buy 4 packs of buns and you'll buy 3 packs of cheese slices. So you'll end up with 24 of each. Fine. Is that what you had thought also? That's great. And now let's move on to the next problem. So here you own a pipe factory. You have so many extra bundles of pipes of different sizes, 24 meter, 48 meter, 36 meter, 72 meter, and you face a problem in stacking and storing them in your storehouse. You wish to cut them into minimum number of pieces of equal length with low wastage and stack them together. What should be the length of each pipe? Now in this question, you are the owner of a pipe factory. So you have got bundles of pipes, and they are of different sizes, different lengths. So each one is like, some are 24 meter in length, some are 48 meter in length, some are 36 meter, and some are 72 meter. So you are having a problem in storing them because they are different lengths. There is a problem, you face a problem of stacking them and storing them properly. So you want to cut them into pieces of equal length, and also you want to make sure that you're not ending up with having hundreds of pieces. You want them to be a minimum number of pieces you want with low wastage. You don't want to waste extra pieces of pipe that would come out if you don't cut them into equal sizes. And what should be the length of each pipe? Again, read through the question again. Uh, See how you would go about solving the problem. Solve it in your notebook and then move on to see the solution. Yes, if you are thought of finding the HCF, you are right. Why HCF? Because you are going to cut the pipes into smaller pieces. So whenever there is cutting or distribution involved, you are going to make the numbers smaller. So whatever numbers are given are going to get smaller because you are either cutting them or you're cutting them. So let's talk only about cutting. So you are going to cut them into smaller pieces. So you would go for factors, but you would go for common factors because you want these different length pipes to be cut to of the same length. And so you want them to have a common factor and you want them to have the highest common factor. Why? Because only if you cut with the highest common factor, you would end up getting the minimum number of pieces. Correct? So you find the HCF of 24, 48, 36 and 72. Here I've used the short division method, but if you're not familiar with this method, you can go and find out the prime factorization of each of these numbers and then go ahead and find the HCF of the numbers. That will also work and that will also give you the same answer. Now the next question here is about the fairy lights. These fairy lights are beautiful because we use them for decorating during Diwali and Christmas. They really brighten up the place and they look so beautiful because they glow. Each one of them will glow at different intervals and different colored it would be. So that's what makes it so beautiful. So here in this question you have three bright colored lights which flash once in 2 seconds, 3 and 5 seconds respectively. If they all flash together once now, after how many seconds will they flash together again? So maybe this one flashes every 2 seconds, this one flashes every 3 seconds and this one flashes every 5 seconds. And now they are flashing together once now, and now after how many seconds will they flash together again? So think through this problem again, work out the solution and check the solution only after you have arrived at your solution. Yeah, this is a problem on LCM. So if you have done it correctly, very good. So LCM of 2, 3 and 5 is what you have to find and that happens to be 30 seconds. So here's a small tip about finding the LCM of three numbers which do not have any common factors between them. 2, 3 and 5 are co-prime numbers and they don't have any common factors between them, and so if you have to find the LCM, you just have to multiply them together. So this would come in very handy when you're solving problems on LCM. Moving on to the next one. In this question, you're a volunteer in a non-governmental organization which does some voluntary work for the society. So you have collected 100 apples and 75 oranges to distribute in a childcare center, but every child should receive the same number of apples and oranges. What is the maximum number of children you can distribute the apples and oranges to equally? So you've collected 100 apples and 75 oranges. So you want to distribute it equally to the children of a childcare center, but you want each child to get the same number of apples and same number of oranges. So how many children can you distribute this to? So think through this question again. So what are the conditions given? So you need to distribute this to the maximum number of children and you want to distribute it equally. So these are the two conditions. So with these two conditions, how will you go ahead and do this task? So think about the solution again, work out the solution and then move ahead to find to look at the solution that is provided in the video. So yeah, if you have worked out the HCF, you're absolutely correct. So you have to go ahead and find the HCF of 175 because you want to distribute the apples equally and you want to distribute to the maximum number of children. So you have to find the highest common factor of 175 so that you can distribute that to equally. So you are getting the HCF as 25. So which means that each child would get 4 apples and 3 oranges. Correct? because 100 divided by 25 would be 4, and 75 by 25 would be 3. So you can distribute it to 25 children, and each children will get 4 apples and 3 oranges. So that's how the problem can be solved. And the next question is a very popular question. You would see this in every textbook, in every maybe in every exam paper as well. So the three traffic signals change from red to green in 10, 15, and 20 seconds. If all three of them are in green now, after how much time will they be green simultaneously? So how would you go about solving this problem? So again, read through the question. They are changing from red to green every 10, 15, and 20 seconds. All of them are in green now. After how much time will they be green simultaneously? Work out the problem and then go ahead and look at the solution. Yeah, if you thought about finding the LCM, you're right, because they would each traffic signal would change from red to green in their multiples. So this will go from multiples of 10, this will be in multiples of 15, this will be in multiples of 20. So all three of them have to turn green simultaneously, which means that we have to find the least common multiple. We find the common multiple, we are finding the least common multiple, so that when is the next time, immediate next time that's happening. So 10, 15, and 20, the LCM is 60 seconds. So after 1 minute, you will have them turn green again.